This week on Premier Preps, we've got a week off from Sac Joaquin section baseball and softball as other regions in the state wrap up their section playoffs. We do have updates from the inaugural CIF state championships for boys volleyball and Optimist All-Star coverage as well. Plus the top 30 plays of the spring season in the penultimate episode of Premier Preps. Welcome to another episode of Premier Preps. I'm your host, Nick Pecoraro. Thank you, as always, for hanging out on your Sunday. We've got an interesting week this week as we get down to the final days of the school year. We had a rare week off from baseball and softball games as teams from the Sac Joaquin section await the championship results from surrounding sections in the state in order to begin the regional NorCal playoffs this coming Tuesday. We will have coverage of regional baseball and softball this coming week, but what we did have this week was the first ever CIF state championships for boys volleyball. And we're going to give you some updates in the race for the ring presented by Premier Championship Rings. That's right, it's ring season, and Premier Championship Rings is your source for custom bling designed to tell the story of your team's journey to a championship. Visit premiergradproducts.com and click on the Championship Rings page to see all the former designs for section and state champs right here in our region. 4 divisions crowned state champs at Fresno City College, and the Sac Joaquin section had just one final team standing, the Livingston Wolves, who finished as the Sac Joaquin section runner-up to Ben Holt Academy. But at 37-6, their finest season by far, the Wolves drew a 2 seed in the state playoffs and knocked off Berean Christian, Oakland Tech, and Oakland all at home to reach the Division IV state final, where they would face the top seed in the bracket, the Mater Dei Catholic Crusaders, the San Diego section Division III champ. We've got some short highlights from this game courtesy of our friends at the NFHS Network, followed by full championship results in the race for the ring presented by Premier Championship Rings. We are going to jump right into this thing. Footage from the NFHS Network from Fresno City College. My man Matthew Bissett on the call for ABC Jam Productions. The first set ends as Aaron Wood gives a good feed and Oscar Mangui Meza gives a good deed. Mater Dei Catholic wins 25-18. And we go to set point of game 2 now. It's Aaron Wood again. This time he's dealing aces from the service line. Crusaders go up 2-0 with a 25-19 win, and they can feel the D4 title inching closer. But hold up, wait a minute, Livingston can get back in it. The Wolves take set 3, 25-20, and they've got new life, and they keep it rolling into the 4th, where they held a 15-12 lead at one point, but the Crusaders claimed 13 of the final 14 points scored, and I'll let my man Matthew Bissett take it from here.
Kaji stopped! A combo! Finishes it with a block! And the Crusaders are your CIF Division IV state champions in boys volleyball here in 2025.
Congratulations to Livingston on a tremendous run. Let's take a look at the rest of the state championship brackets in the race for the ring presented by Premier Championship Rings. In Division I, the Miracosta Mustangs of Manhattan Beach, the #1 team nationally, lives up to its ranking by taking down Archbishop Mitty of San Jose. The Mustangs had won 3 SoCal championships before this year's inaugural state championship tournament. In Division II, it's the Mater Dei Monarchs, normally known as a national football powerhouse. They take down Buchanan of Clovis, a team that eliminated West Park and Del Oro on its way to the state final. The D3 crown goes to the Sage Hill Lightning of Newport Beach, the team with the fewest wins of all state finalists. Win number 23 on the season was the biggest of them all. they defeat the International Jaguars of San Francisco. And in Division 4, the modern-day Catholic Crusaders of Chula Vista bring the inaugural D4 state crown home to the San Diego section by defeating Livingston, the final team remaining from the Sac Joaquin section. Congrats to all champions. It's been an amazing season, and remember, the race for the ring is brought to you by Premier Championship Rings, the choice of champions. You know that feeling when you win it all? When you become a champion. Now you can celebrate like a champion with Premier Championship Rings. Bob Sebring has designed custom championship bling for more than 30 years and has been the trusted source for crafting priceless jewelry that tells the story of your team's championship journey. From football in the fall to baseball in the spring and everything in between, Premier Championship Rings has designed rings for dozens of local high school programs and even at the collegiate, pro, and youth levels as well. Whether it's a section, regional, or state title, Premier Championship Rings has you covered. So when your team wins the big game, you know what time it is. That's right, it's time to put a ring on it. Celebrate like a champion with Premier Championship Rings, the choice of champions. The CIF State Boys Volleyball Championships are officially done, so let's take a look at the final Boys Volleyball Top 10 rankings for teams in the Sac Joaquin section. Well, with state championships officially in the rear view, we had one more event to cover for boys volleyball. The annual Optimist All-Star Games, one of the top all-star events in Sacramento in any sport that features the top outgoing seniors rocking their school colors one last time. We had a large schools game and a small schools game Saturday at Folsom Lake College. Out to Folsom Lake College we go for the 27th annual Optimist Boys Volleyball All-Star Game. As always, small schools game is up first. And in the first set, we've got two-time league MVP Marion Moreland of Natomas making his presence felt early and often. And check out this bounce from Devin McDonald of Bradshaw Christian. That's a football player right there, by the way. But the first set belonged to the North team on the far side of the net. Angelo Valencia of Antelope closing out set one for the North, 25-20. Switching sides for set two now, the North keeps things rolling with a big smash from Matthew Garcia of Mesa Verde. But the South had CVCL MVP Nate Roten of Encina. The Bulldogs were put on the map due in large part to this dude right here. But more north though, how about Tanner Scott of the Wheatland Pirates getting up for the stuff at the net? But the South would ultimately take set two as Joseph Tran of Vacaville Christian has an ace up his sleeve. 25-18 the score, and we've got ourselves a ball game. Switching back for set three, Andrew Vocal of the Lincoln Fighting Zebras. His name is Vocal, but he's getting quite vertical with this hit. He's actually headed to Sac City to play basketball, so that explains the bounce. And speaking of bounce, Nevada Union's Wyatt Fowler bounces this ball out of here. And the North takes set three, 25-14. Those Nevada Union boys kept things going in the fourth. How about Logan Mackey getting in on the fun this time? And we have a Grant Pacer sighting. Check out the hustle from Tajon Jackson. The left-handed save, and it falls for the point. Proof that you'll get rewarded for your hustle every time. But the South would come back to take set four as Bradshaw Christian's Devin McDonald was a force at the net. 26-24 the score, and we are going an all-star 5. The North would pull away in the fifth set. Logan Mackey puts away the final point, one of 8 kills on the day. North wins. The South MVP is Nate Roten of Encina with 12 kills on the day. And the North MVP goes to Logan Mackey of Nevada Union.
It feels really nice just because I won't be playing any more volleyball like as a collected thing, really, and it just feels really nice. And I didn't really know anyone, didn't play club or anything, so it was a great experience.
Turning the page now to the large schools game, Sac Joaquin section champions, league MVPs, and next-level type players all over these two rosters. A star-studded game to be sure. Let's get to it. First set, Wood Creek's Brody Krupp. Yes, that Brody Krupp, the stud linebacker headed to Black Hills State for football. He was also the CVC MVP in volleyball this year, capping off a tremendous career as a multi-sporter. Del Oro's Hayden Yarns gets in on the fun. He's become somewhat of a regular on Premier Preps, one of the top hitting percentages in the nation, and a section champ. Speaking of section champs, how about Jack DeGraff of Folsom? Not used to being set by an Oak Ridge player, but he gets the feed from Jack Reynolds. But this is what we're used to seeing. Reynolds to Travis Vandaloyster. That Oak Ridge connection was strong on Saturday. But the South would take set one as River City's Ruslan Albertov puts it away. The South goes up 1-0. Switching sides for set two now, the South unleashes Monterey Trail's Darren Brown. More than 1,400 career kills for the Mustangs, showing off the bounce right here. But this dude had himself quite the career as well. Parker Dyson of Folsom responds with a smash off the back row. Back and forth we go in the second. This next play was fun. Del Oro's Caden Pancoast gets nothing but net on his first swing, but he's like, hold up, let me get that back. He takes the feed from Nolan Nguyen of Christian Brothers, and he tools it off the block. According to his stats, he hasn't had a kill since his sophomore year. What a moment. Speaking of things you don't see often, how about this back set from Darren Brown? He's used to being on the receiving end of those. Not bad, though. Josh Chitrapu of Vista Del Lago puts it away, and the South goes up 2-0. Set three now. You knew Jack DeGraff was going to get his. The Sac Joaquin section's player of the year had 11 kills. And how about Granite Bay's Kellen Ashford out here digging some fence post holes? And the third set would totally belong to the North squad as Logan Campbell of River Valley closes it out 25-13. And we are going to the fourth. Harper Gardner of Rio Americano gets in on the action for the South. But the North fires right back as Parker Dyson goes right through the teeth of the defense. One of 6 kills on the day for Parker. But the game would belong to the South team as Darren Brown closes it out with an ace. A fitting way for him to end his superb career at Monterey Trail. The South wins in 4. Parker Dyson is the North MVP. And with 13 kills on the day, you guessed it, Darren Brown is the MVP for the victorious South.
I feel like I definitely progressed a lot through the program. Just starting out my freshman year was my first time playing volleyball, and then just rising up the ranks and becoming the guy for my team. But I feel like just our team in general, like I left a good culture, and everyone is going to progress well through that program.
Can't get enough high school sports in Sacramento? Well, Premier Preps has got you covered like no one else. You want game highlights? We got you. You want local insight? We got you. You want inspirational feature stories? We've got you. How about exclusive interviews with prominent players and coaches in the area? We got you. Scores, updates, top plays, and much, much more every Sunday at 5 o'clock during the high school season on YouTube. We look back at the week that was and keep you updated on who's got next. So follow along on social media and subscribe on YouTube to Premier Preps with me, Nick Pecoraro, because it's giving Sacramento high school sports the coverage it deserves. Time to take a look at our Big Picture Baseball Top 10 presented by LENIE'S Pictures. This hard-working local family business has been around for more than a decade and always delivers on quality photos that capture priceless memories on and off the athletic fields. Be sure to visit LENIE'spictures.com and order today. Well, the NorCal playoffs begin this week, so let's take a look at our Big Picture Top 10 baseball rankings from the Sac Joaquin section presented by LENIE'S Pictures. ERIK'S Deli Cafe brings you the team with character each week this spring, and guess what? You don't need to be chosen as the team with character to enjoy great food from ERIK'S Deli Cafe. Sandwiches with character, soups made from ERIK'S family recipes, freshly made salads, and much more. Order online from the Folsom and Roseville locations and enter the promo code FORVBOGO625 to get this month's buy one get one deals for sandwiches, wraps, and salads throughout the month of June. This week's team with character is the Whitney Wildcat softball team. The Cats made it 3 straight trips to the Sac Joaquin section finals, and with a 2-0 win over Rockland, Whitney captured its second blue banner in that span. It was the program's 3rd overall softball championship, and it came with some outstanding defensive plays, including an incredible championship ceiling catch by left fielder Aaliyah Lamolho. Congrats to Whitney softball. You are this week's ERIK'S Deli Cafe team with character.
Complaining of dizziness, lightheadedness. We're going to send EMS on the way, but can you take a ride over there? 10-4 on my way.
It's allowed our responders to get their hands on the next step of technologies that are facing EMS.
It saves you the time to ask the questions and really concentrate on treating the patient.
It's time for our Big Picture Top 10 Softball Rankings presented by LENIE'S Pictures. Hey, did you know that when you visit LENIE'Spictures.com, you can use the promo code NP7 at checkout and get $7 photo downloads exclusively through Premier PREPS? It sounds too good to be true, but it's not. Take advantage of that special while you still can. And as we head into NorCal play, here are the latest Big Picture Top 10 Softball Rankings from the Sac Joaquin section presented by LENI'S Pictures.
LENI'S Pictures is your go-to site for priceless photos and memorabilia. This local family business has captured great action shots for a decade, but there's so much more to offer with a personalized touch for team and individual photos, game day galleries, banners, yard signs, festive mementos for senior nights, team banquets, or even just to cheer your kid on at their games, all 100% custom made by LENI'S Pictures, any student, any season, any occasion. So make those memories last forever and visit LENI'Spictures.com and use the promo code NP7 for $7 photo downloads exclusively through Premier PREPS. That's LENI'Spictures.com, your official photography sponsor for Premier PREPS.
This is normally the segment of the show where we bring you the Infinite Performance Plays of the Week, but since there weren't any games to cover this week, we went ahead and compiled the best plays from the entire spring season. And guess what? During the summer, we will once again be rolling out the Premier PREPS Plays of the Year bracket. 64 plays, all which you can vote for who you thought had the top overall play this year. Make sure you're following Premier PREPS on Instagram. That's where you'll be able to vote on matchups daily throughout the summer. And a winner will be crowned right before the start of the 2025 fall sports season. More info on that in the coming weeks, and you might see quite a few of these coming plays in that bracket. Here they are, the Premier PREPS Top 30 Plays of the Spring, presented by Infinite Performance Physical Therapy. But Seffins wasn't done showing out. A full extension in deep right. Did I mention she's just a freshman? Bree Seffins just balling out on Saturday. Emery Glazer in center field with the leaping grab. That takes away certain extra bases, and we are scoreless through 2. DO freshman Emma Johnson proving that first base is a hot corner too, but she's got that thing on lockdown. Sutter's defense came to play too. Johnny Munger getting some help from his right fielder, Eli Carpio, who somehow tracks down this pop-up and says, "I got nothing but glove for ya." Munger appreciates that one. Top 7, how about center fielder Jordan Walsikowski? I told you there was some great defense in this game. That catch keeps it a 2-run game going to the bottom of the 7th. Franklin first baseman Dylan Minity going to his right for a hot grounder, shifts gears and dives toward the bag to get the out. One of the best hitters in the game showing off the glove right there. And here comes Sam Renaud. If at first you don't succeed, go ahead and double tap that thing. Sam had 11 kills on Wednesday. Roseville needs a little defense to get out of here. First baseman McKenna Patterson providing a little leather. The cat-like reflexes saves a run. But Oak Ridge left fielder Jason Womack says, "Anything you can do, I can do better." Full extension for out number 2. And then how about the one-handed set from Aiden Wong, one of 46 assists on the night. Now here comes one of the wackiest plays you'll ever see. Ethan Brown lays out but can't quite snag it. Right fielder Colby Pudge follows the play, but he falls down. He makes the throw to the infield from his tush. The relay throw from Castellanos to Nick Coleman is going to beat the runner at third. Rockland coach Matt Jones said this might be his favorite play ever, the classic 8-9-4-5 putout, and we're having some fun here. And then here comes Steele again. Check out this hit. It tight ropes the net off the NU block, and Del Oro takes set 2, 25-17. Bottom 9, more defense from the Trojans this time. Wetland with a hot shot to Gemma Almont at second. If your name is Gemma, you grow up and make web gems. But let this be a lesson to anyone who plays Rio Linda from now on. Do not run on center fielder Liv Johnson. An absolute BB to get the runner at home. But we start with some defense. First play of the game, Layla Dean pops it up, but second baseman Amy Bybert is all over it. A good start for the Patriots. Top 5, this is not an instant replay from earlier, but Amy Bybert makes an identical play from the first inning. Gotta love a dirty uniform. Runner on third for Brooklyn Parator, but Sammy Snell snares it and doubles off the runner at third. That keeps it scoreless. Whitney senior Tyler Jordan flashing some leather against Rockland and reminding everyone that center field against Whitney is officially a no-fly zone. But the Trojan defense was all over him. Carly Short plays it off the third baseman's glove. She stays with it and gets the out to squash the rally. We got shortstop Jordan Villanueva of the freshly minted section champion Woodland Christian Cardinals, making this play look smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. LGA right fielder Phillip Jones gives us all tickets to the gun show. He shoots down the lead runner at third to prevent another run from scoring. Another third baseman, Dylan Nell of Lincoln. You gotta be cool if you're gonna play the hot corner, and Dylan is an iceberg. The backhand stab and the strike to first base. Placer catcher Ella Osborne. Not an easy play coming out of the crouch, but she makes it look silky smooth, helping Placer to its first playoff win in 9 years. Oakmont center fielder Addison Turner is used to stealing bases, 22 on the year, but here she's seen stealing a hit from Placer. Full extension and a beauty. West Park third baseman Ethan Silva, who stays heads up on this overrun of the bag. Ethan gets the tag for the final out of the inning. From the D1 softball final, Del Oro right fielder Delaney Osborne says you will get nothing and like it. A beautiful stab for the Golden Eagles. Class of freshman Carly Rice gives us a 2-for-1 special at third base. Hey, if your name is Rice, you should be able to catch just about anything. Carly Rice, where doubles down the line go to die. And if you haven't seen enough of Kate McCartney, check out this play to end the game. Free snow cones for everyone. That's your ball game. Pondo is peaking at the right time. Whitney's struggling to get the bats going, but they're staying in the game with defense. Check out Brooklyn Steele. If your name is Steele, then you take away hits. Beautiful play from her belly. But then check out this play. I had to watch it a couple times to really see what happened. But if you slow it down, Tate goes behind the back for the exchange. Somebody get the Savannah Bananas on the phone. And how about this play to bring home the blue banner? Aaliyah Lamojo making the catch that every kid dreams of making to win the game and the championship.
What's up, Infinite family? We have something new for you guys for 2025. We finally teamed up with My PT Hub and created the ultimate all-inclusive Infinite app. Within the app, you'll be able to purchase memberships, book and cancel sessions, and purchase online go-at-your-own-pace programs. Something new we're adding this year is becoming an Infinite virtual athlete, where you have custom programs built for you with video demonstrations to ensure you are doing the exercises properly. I'm super excited for this new addition and being able to create Infinite built athletes no matter where you are in the world.
That does it for episode 41 of Premier Preps. Only one more week to go this season. We will have NorCal baseball and softball coverage next Sunday, so be sure to tune in and catch all the action right here on Premier Preps, where we are giving high school sports in Sacramento the coverage it deserves. I'm Nick Pecoraro. We will see you next week.